My phone ran out of power, and that's what you get when you're sort of trying to do a video review with your mobile phone. So I've charged it up for half an hour. You can see the clock at the back. It is 1:30 in the morning, and I know it's late, but I am a bit of a night owl. So while my phone's been charging up, I have masked off one of the little pieces of canopy there, so you can see that. Tiny little bits of masking tape. You don't need to try and mask glazing off like that with one piece. Basically, what I do for masking canopies is I put a strip across here, and then where these lines are, sort of like, I just start cutting it off into little sections like this, and then half a section. So there's on one of those little windows there might be something like 10 or 12 pieces of masking tape, but you don't need to do it in one. I know that people put on and they go, oh, I can't mask canopies to save my life. Well, you can. All you need is a sharp blade, a bit of patience, and lots of bits of masking tape instead of trying to do it in one. Like your modern fighters, well, not modern fighters, you know what I mean, like your Tomcats, your Hornets, that sort of thing. I know they're old by our standards now. People try and sort of like get one or two pieces of tape and then you cut it, which is fine, absolutely fine. But what I find is that lots and lots of bits of masking tape is a lot better to do it that way. Back up to your box art then, so you can see it's a 1 in 24. And you can see it's from Trumpeter, and it's the Junkers Duo 87G2 Stuka. It's the one with the massive cannons on either side, and that's why I chose this kit. So that's your box art. And again, earlier on I said that it were a dirty bird and it'd take a wash, and you only have to look at the box art of where it is. Yeah, that's going to be landing on muddy airfields and one thing and another. So it's lid off, bob that to one side. I said on other videos that I weren't going to look at fuselage. I do apologise for that. It was basically because I knew that I was running out of my power and my phone was pinging its head off. So, part 3 I think it is now. So I'm going to just look at the decals. With Trumpeter decals, you get, it's this, you know, that carrier, that sheet that you get on top. It's taped. I've actually already nicked it off. But looking at these then, so I'll start up here. So massive insignia. So, there, look, that's that yellow banding, isn't it, for our fuselage. I know it's going to sound daft, but I know that you'll know what I mean. That's too yellow. It's just, it needs airbrushing on that, so I'll airbrush that. Half a swastika there, half a swastika there. They can't sell them, can they? They can't put them on a decal sheet in one. I think it's illegal. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. But I'm sure that I've read that somewhere. I'm just going to put my glasses back on, because that, you can see, is instrument panel. Now, that's fair enough, but on a really nice, I'm not saying this into really nice kit. I'm talking about on a proper nice kit, like, you know, your F16 from Tamiya, all separate decals and looks absolutely gorgeous. And you get to you can photo etch it, can't you? You can drill the holes out from. Can you remember that little piece that I showed you, the instrument panel, the plastic bit? You can drill the holes out and sort of put some micro crystal clear or some PVA glue or something to sort of make it look a little bit glassy. So I'm going to have a look into that. Warning squares. Looks like that's what we got. Handholt? Yeah, it's German, and unfortunately my German not so good. And again, the yellow, that's the V intake that we saw earlier on for underneath the wing. And I will be painting that on. I'll not be using that decal, it's far too bright. Popping that to one side then, and looking inside the box. I've already taken it out of the bag because I wanted to show you detail. I'm going to stand that sprue up, and I'm just going to do that. So that is the top side, I'm guessing here, aren't I, of the wing. Let me just have a look underneath. You've got some holes that must be bottom half then. That must be bottom half at wing, the underside, otherwise it wouldn't have holes in, would it? But what I want to show you is all that lovely rivet detail there. Okay, and again, just trying to make my phone focus a little bit better for you. There you go, look, that's it. They're not sinkholes. Those dark circles that you can see, they're on the other side, the corresponding holes on the other side, and it is going to, but it is going to look a little bit dark. There's some there, look, as well. That's for your outboard pylon, but not detrimental at all to the wing or to the build. Not at all. You know, the plastic, I know that's bouncing on box. It's that strong plastic. People that build Airfix models will know what I mean, because Airfix, that really light grey plastic that they use, it's like really flimsy, and it feels very plasticky. There is it's there, look. No wonder I couldn't find it. Right, so that's the top half of the wing, isn't it? Yeah, because it's got the cutouts there for the ammunition store that you can see. But the detail, I know I've left this one in the bag, and I'm just moving my phone across, but you can see that the detail that was underneath is also on the top. That's great stuff. Moving on, we've got the front cowlings out the foot engines, the left and the rights, and you've got your cutout here for your exhaust system. That's right, and that's that bit that I pointed out earlier, that you'd have to you have to paint your engine, and then you have to paint the inside of these, but you'd look at it through there. I'm sure that there's an exhaust, not an exhaust, a sort of air filtration system goes on front of that. And as I said earlier, I have got a little bit of mesh, so I might mesh that up, because you don't get any in kit, and there's none in photo etch either. I'll just double check that actually while I'm here. No, there isn't. So yeah, I can see me putting a bit of mesh in there. Now what I want to see is detail on that as well, and I'm just going to come out a little bit. At the end of the day, I think this is about 125 quid. I didn't pay that. I got it discounted. But it's a lot of money, and you want that bit of detail in it, don't you? Like I said earlier, it's not a 5.99 1 in 72. It's a ton plus 1 in 24. So you would expect to get nice features. That's what you'd expect to get. Now that looks like, can you remember earlier on when we were going through the instructions, though these two, 1, 2, they're the bits that go outside the office. So it's got, let me just have a look here, a couple of holes here, there obviously location points. It'd be a nice colour. I'm sure that it says paint that grey. That's a bit boring, isn't it? But I want to stick with original colour. And then onto the fuselage then. So that goes on to the front of that. It's absolutely enormous. You can see this is my new cutting mat. So if I put that there, looks like inches, and it's coming across, it's still coming across. That's 15.5 inch long, and that's just for that bit of fuselage. And then you've got that bit as well that sits on the front, and if I turn that round, you're looking at what we're looking at here from tip right up in top corner there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another 5 inch there to go on to front. So it is absolutely enormous. Detail again, rivets and panel lines that'll take a wash. Looks like we've got a locating point for the strut brace that holds the stabilizers on. it will be interesting to see what these two seams are like when they go together. You know what I mean. I'm talking about this line here. There's a little bit, let me just come out a little bit. I can't see whether it's a right little raises that'll have to be sanded back. But I've got a load of sanding sticks, so at the end of the day it's not going to kill you just to give that a fettle. And again, you've got your detail, it'll take a wash. I think looking at size of that, I'm just going to come out a little bit, that it'll look great that with that yellow band across here and then that massive decal across the side of the fuselage. It'll look really nice. The only thing that I'm not so keen on, you know, with this kit, when I think back to it, and I've been talking to Alistair about it, is the paint scheme, because it's dark green and black green. I mean, God, how boring do you want? I saw this kit built in a diorama at Bolton Show last year, and I'm going again this year. And I think it had been entered into competition, like, you know, 1 in 24 and above scale, and it was absolutely superb. That's why I wanted to buy this kit, because I saw that. And, you know, sometimes when you see a kit and you just get that little bit of inspiration and you think, oh, I need to build that, that looks stunning. When I built this kit, when I build it, I'm going to struggle actually of where I'm going to put it, because it is that big. It's absolutely enormous. I'll probably end up selling it, but there you go. It really, really is nice. So we've done decals, photo etch, glass parts, rubber tyres, all the sprues, and we've just finished off with the top and bottom half of the wings and the fuselage again. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. As I said before, I'm no World War II expert. I've bought this kit because it just looks absolutely lush, and I can't wait to start it. I could have started it earlier on in the week because I've been on holiday. It's Christmas break, but I wanted to do a bit of a review for you, just to show you. It's nice sometimes that, especially in this day and age where we've got YouTube and Facebook and the like, that you see a kit and you want to buy it and you think, oh yeah, I'd like to see that before I traipse 30 miles to my model shop and spend me 100+ quid. I'd like to see what it's all about. So hopefully these 3 videos, I know there's 3 videos, these 3 videos have shown you basically what you're getting for your money. 3 centimeters too long in the fuselage, but apart from that, I think you'd agree it looks great. I'm just going to whip my camera around now so that it's on me, and it's nice to talk to you. This bird's going to be in local club competition, Sesco and Emsworth club competition, in 2020. On the Axis side, Allied and Axis is what we're doing, and I think that even though I've only been modelling back for a couple of years now, I think I should be able to sort of nail it off, and I'm really looking forward to building it. I've only got 2 kits to build this year, this one and a 1 in 32 Phantom. Looking forward to that one as well. So that's basically it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it in 3 parts. Thank you, battery, for running out on me a couple of times. I've already made a start, as I've said, with glazing, and just started masking that off. If you've got any comments, or if you want to ask me any questions, pop a question on, and I'll see what I can do. I'm back at work soon, so any questions over the next couple of days, I'll probably be able to give a rapid response. But after that, it's business as usual, like it is for the rest of us after Christmas break, and I'll get to you when I can. So hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.